grab a coffee?
Yeah.
So hey Lorraine, thanks for joining us today for a coffee.
Morning.
It's great to catch up. You're here what now, 8 months?
8 months, just over it. Well, this is my 9th month, so yeah.
What actually brought you to Convergint? Were you looking for a new role, a new career, or
Yeah, I was just looking for a little bit of advancement in the position I was in. I had previously, the last 2 years with COVID, I had done a project management course, and then something I really wanted to pursue further. And I had actually a previous project management role as well in the States. So that the idea of this job was something very similar, and it was a role I really enjoyed. So I came to Convergint, I interviewed, I liked the style, I liked the fit of the people, and the rest is history. Here I am.
And your role is a project manager, right? So you're
Correct.
running projects all over Europe?
Correct, yeah. So that can basically involve anything from preparatory works to pre-kickoffs to being on site when the job is going to live install and then doing a handover. So, like, honestly, no day is ever the same.
And your family life in Mayo, I believe farming was involved?
Yeah, my dad was a dairy
that.
farmer, was pretty hands-on. My first project management job.
I know from your background that you've been in the US before.
Correct, yeah.
You've been in New York, and one thing that intrigued me in your CV and your background is you were in the construction industry in New York.
Yeah.
And for me, as someone who's not worked in the US, that sounds like quite a tough industry. How did you get into it?
It was a bit tough. I started working as a receptionist in a scaffolding company, and I just worked my way up into all the different positions, and I was there for 7 years. So I ended up project managing scaffolding installations. And yeah, it was a tough gig. You have to be a little bit tough out there.
A young lady in New York construction, I'd say it is tough.
Yeah, but I do honestly think the Irish accent did work.
We talk about culture all the time, we talk about values and beliefs, and for someone that's come into the company only in the last 8 months, what have you seen in terms of culture and what maybe sticks to you that's important to you?
I think from somebody that's not coming from a security background, the wealth of knowledge and the wealth of sharing among the team and the teamwork and everybody supporting people within their team has absolutely been phenomenal. And as I said, I had no clue of anything security related when I came into this. I didn't even ever think of access cards or readers. And just the last 8 months, what I've learned through my colleagues has been just phenomenal. And everybody steps up to the bar and nothing is ever an issue. And that it just needs to keep going like that for Convergint, because that is the thing for me in there.
I think you get out of life what you put in. I think one thing, the feedback I've got from your 8 months in the business is the communication, the commitment, the organisation, and you've raised the bar in your eight months you've been here with the colleagues, so we appreciate that. And again, that's one of the reasons we want to catch up today, is to recognise that and get your feedback for us to take to the wider business.
Yeah, no, we have a great team, the project management and the operations team, so to be fair, it's all of us working together. We never probably get a proper chance to chat, and just how did you get to where you were?
I kind of fell into security, and people tend to either fall into an industry or fall into a role. I came from an apprenticeship background, so I did my electrical qualifications, ran my own little company for a period of time in the UK, and then like every good man you get attracted by a good lady, and moved to Ireland 20 years ago. I went from an operational background into more of a consultancy sales position. Wind forward 6 years ago, and I had the opportunity to meet Convergint purely by chance at a conference. And they said, hey, we're going to open a business in Ireland. And I was like, hey, never heard of Convergint. This is all new to me. I've been in the industry a long time, but not heard of Convergint in the European market. So I met a few people, and I came on board, and we started the Irish CTC. And over the last 6 years, it's kind of been full circle. So running the Irish business at the beginning, stepping into a different role for 2-3 years in Europe, and then post-acquisition, I've kind of come back in to run the Irish business. What do you want to do in the future? What does Convergint bring for you? What opportunities do you see?
Yeah, no, I really like the path that I'm on. I really like the project management side of things, but things like program managers is something I would be very interested in. It's just another step above, but obviously I need to get more knowledge and things under my belt. But I do think it's still a challenging role and things like that.
And
So
the global footprint, does that appeal to you in terms of maybe working in other
absolutely,
geographic regions?
yeah. So I do like to travel. I'm not afraid to throw on my travel shoes or go off on my own. A bit of hot weather might help as well.
Or maybe some of the CTCs we're going to open and build over the next few years, you might be part of, which would be great.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking the time for the coffee
Not at all.
today. It's been
Lovely.
great to catch
Thank
up with
you.
you, and I wish you all the success in your role.
Thank you. Thank you.